Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, a few days ago, I don't know if the video's come out yet. When this video come out, I bought some beautiful pork chops at a store, CINCO supermarket, and the pork chop looks so beautiful. Y'all know when I have pork chop, they gotta have that beautiful fat cap. Look at that one there. Want the fat cap on there, and fat marbling in there. That's how I love my pork chop. But I say I'm gonna share with them, if I was at my job and we had to do, which we did this once a month, it usually was on a Tuesday, we had to do 350 pork chops. This particular group, once a month, they wanted pork chop, broccoli, mashed potatoes, and we put a little pan gravy in there. That's what they wanted. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we would pull that out. I said, how would you do 350 pork chop, fried pork chop with a group? I'm gonna show you exactly how we did it. So first thing I wanna do, we're gonna, I got 5 pork chops here, I don't have no 350. We're gonna season these bad boys. Really good. A little salt and pepper. I'm gonna put some caveners grease seasoning on there. You know I love that, and you know I love my, let me get this eggs out of the way before I spill it, egg and milk. Got some caveners seasoning here. And my Uncle Steve's shake, sweet or spicier. Put that on there. We're gonna season these chops really good, y'all. Turn them over. And I got my fire grease heating up there. And I did wash these beforehand. I'm very, even more than chicken, y'all, I'm very particular about washing pork. To me, pork is the most dangerous to me in the kitchen than chicken. That's just my opinion. It will spoil on you in the refrigerator quicker than chicken will. That's just my opinion and my experience with cooking. Okay, now we're gonna put some salt and pepper on this side. All right, we got that good and seasoned, y'all. Good and seasoned up. Now, we're gonna do a 3 breading method here. We're gonna do flour, egg milk mixture, and breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs is what's gonna make it crispy. Or we're gonna cook it off in the skillet, of course in the restaurant, we would put it in a deep fryer to do them, because we got so many. But I just want to sear it off, get a nice color on it. And then we're going to finish it off in the oven with a sheet pan and a rack. So first thing we'll do, we're going to get our dandy flour here. Put them all in there, y'all. Got a big old bag of flour, just regular AP flour. Regular AP flour here, y'all. You can use self-rising if you don't have AP, and you only have self-rising in your home. By all means, you can use self-rising. It doesn't matter. It ain't gonna hurt it. So we're gonna kind of move this along, do our little shake and bake. Shake and bake, but don't break. Method there. Okay, now we're gonna put it in egg and breadcrumbs. You can use Japanese breadcrumbs, or you can use, like I have right now, regular breadcrumbs. Shake that off. Put it in here. Put it in our breadcrumb. Kind of mash it on one side. Turn it over. Mash it on the other side. Make sure it's good and coated. That's what you're gonna do. See that? Pretty that is. Let me check my oil here. Oil ain't quite ready. We'll be right back once the oil get ready. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. Okay, we're gonna go over here to the grease. Got the grease heating up. We're just gonna put them right here in the oil right there. And get me another one here. Probably looking like I can only do 2 at a time here. These some big old pork chops, y'all. And like I say, all I want to do is get a little color on them. We're going to put them on a sheet pan with a rack. Let me throw them in there. There we go. I'm gonna get 2 in there at a time. Get the turner here, y'all. Move them around here. Yes, sir. Nice color on these bad boys. So you just want to get a nice color on. Let me get my sheet pan with a rack. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna flip that bad boy over. See how pretty that is? That's what we're looking for. See that nice color? Like I said, you just want to get a color on them because we're gonna finish them in the oven. That's how we used to do it at the restaurant. Flip that one over. See that? Move that over there. And make sure your fire is hot because you don't want to boil them. You definitely want to fry them. So anyway, we'll be right back. We'll take these 2 out. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back? Okay. Gonna take that bad boy out of here. Put it over here on the sheet pan. Do the same one for this one. And we're gonna go do the, and we're gonna do the next one. See how pretty these are? We got the color on there. We got the breading on there. Now, we're gonna step off here, y'all. I'm gonna get the other 3. I got 3 more to do. Get the other 3 cooked out. Then we'll show you the next step. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back. All right, y'all, we're gonna take the last one out of here. See how pretty that is, y'all? Look at that. That's what you want. Put it over here on my pan. We're gonna show y'all here. Let me turn this off. See how pretty and golden brown those are? But they're not ready. So we need to put them in the oven about 15. It's gonna take about 15 to 18 more minutes. See, they're thin. They're ready to stick up because they take longer. But these are gonna take maybe about 15, 18, maybe 15 more minutes at 350 degrees. It's what it's going to do. It's going to make them, keep them crispy. And it's going to keep the color preserved. And they're going to be nice and juicy. That's the key. So anyway, y'all, we'll be back once we take these out the oven. And I'm hungry. I want me a fried pork chop. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. Look at these pork chops, y'all. They are pork tender. They are crispy. They are definitely done. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they definitely done. And look how awesome the color is on them. See the color? You still got the color preserved. That's the key, y'all, with breading them with breadcrumbs. Put them on a sheet pan with a rack. And finish them in the oven. That's how we used to do. So I'm going to let these kind of sit here for a few minutes. We're going to put on the platter, do that world famous YouTube thumbnail. And we're going to come back, and I got to prove to y'all how awesome and delicious these old school fried pork chops are. So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. All right, y'all. This beautiful plate of pork chops here. Got my plate there. Look at this here, y'all. Good old plate of pork chops right there, y'all. Can't go wrong with that, huh? Can't go wrong with some pork chops there. So let me put one here on the plate. Use this right over here. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna even do a lot of talking, y'all. Chef Jeff ain't gonna even do a lot of talking. We just gonna go into this bad boy. See how juicy that is, y'all. Look at that. How juicy that pork chop is. Look at that. Focus, focus. Look how juicy that pork chop is. Going in. So juicy, flavorful, not dry. Yeah. Y'all. A little hot sauce on there. Light bread. Or like I told y'all, this is how we do it in the restaurant. I used to work at. You got 350 pork chops, you got a plate up. That's how you do it. Nice color on them. Evenly cooked. Evenly color on them. Best way to do it. So, a little quick video for y'all. So anyway, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow me on the social media account, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, TikTok, oldschoolsoulfood.com. I'm in the hashtag 2025. It's great to be alive, but it's even better to be living. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.